Hey everyone, hope they're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of commodities, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it together. If you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com. That's where I dive deeper into all of these sectors, looking at potential investment opportunities, sharing those opportunities with everyone in the community. And we do have a coupon code going on. Special is the coupon code. Special, 50% off the first month only on the monthly membership, and a larger discount on the yearly membership for those wanting to either sign up directly to it, or you can always swap from the monthly to the yearly whenever you'd like. So let's dive in, take a look, see what's going on today. Starting with the DXY. DXY still seeing strength. Still seeing strength here. We've got yields that are mixed today. Some yields are up, some yields are down. Let me move this over here real quick, guys. And that's what we're seeing. So stronger dollar. And this could be a bottoming pattern. We could chop this across, call it a double bottom, perhaps, and start moving on up for the dollar. What does that mean? Well, stronger dollar in the short term. If yields continue to fall and we see a stronger dollar, that's not good. That's generally fear creeping into the markets if the dollar starts to move higher, depending on how fast it moves and how fast yields drop. The 2-year dropped a little bit. We're down 0.4% on the day. Kind of a weird looking thing. I put this in there. It's a possibility. We're not getting strong follow through though. So if you look at these candlesticks here, that's not strong follow through. Strong follow through is when you get candles that look more like that one there or this one here. They're big separation between the opening and closing price, and they close real strong to the downside. These candles, they don't look like that. So we might hang out here for a little bit. We'll see what kind of follow through we get. And then the 10-year yield, again, we have this pattern coming down. We kind of squeezed up, but there's no follow through here. Follow through is where you get the big selling pressure move. Now that could come. I'm not saying it can't come. I'm just saying it's not there yet. Usually you don't have these wicks on the bottom there where people are selling bonds into the market, raising yields. And then the 30-year's got something very similar. We got this pattern there. We did enter it from the top side down, but there's no follow through here. It's going up. So again, we'll see. Sometimes you get a breakout and then a return move back to this retest, and you could roll over. That is very well possible, and that's what we're going to have to look for. We could do a return move and then a rollover. So again, I'll just sit, watch, and wait. That's kind of all we can do right now. QIX TNX ratio moving on up. This is generally a driver, a tailwind behind gold, but gold was down today. It was down, but this is generally a tailwind when this starts to come back up of gold moving higher. Bond prices are down today. They're down 0.6, so bonds were sold off and yields went up. And again, this is a tough call down here. We've got resistance above us, and we're just kind of floating all over the place down here. So when that occurs, I'm not a short-term trader. What you want to look for are turning points. Like you see this and then this breakout, that's where you sell short, would be there. As we come on down from this peak and you get further down, your risk reward starts to change. So down here, I wouldn't be keen to do anything because we're down there. Yeah, there's a lot of support. There's no real trade here. But yields, yeah, they're bouncing all around here. The 2 and the 10, it did uninvert. We had the 2 down today with the 10-year up. So this is uninverting, pulling back a little bit, and it's taken its time. But again, it's not falling like a rock. It's not like over here or over here or over here. It is just kind of slowly creeping lower, but it could fall at any point. What that means when this drops dramatically is that people are scared in the market. That very well could happen. and we could get a recession, a slowdown, something like that could occur. Some people call it a demand destruction event. Yeah, it's very possible here. We've got gold down $18 an ounce. Yeah, $18 an ounce. With the wick at the bottom, some buyers coming in. Is this the morning sell-off? Yeah, look at this. This is probably being controlled. Again, whenever you see these large selling pressure moves, they generally happen in the beginning of the day, and then when they stop selling it, it comes back up. So it's still holding on. It looks okay. Nothing wrong. Silver also, we can look at the 5-day, the opening price. There's these strong selling pressure moves that occur kind of before market opening events. Right before it opens, they push it down. So that's what we're seeing there for silver. Big strong hit in the beginning, and then we come back throughout the day, almost like somebody is trying to push it lower. But again, it looks good to continue higher. Platinum down 1%. This one's still trying to break out. We'll eventually break it. Don't worry. And then palladium up 1.45%. Looks like they forgot to put this on the list there. Maybe that guy didn't show up today, but that was up 1.45. Looks okay. Looks good. GDX down 1.4. GDXJ down, and SILJ, they're all down. No reversal candlesticks. They're just down days with gold and silver. Um, and from the long term perspective, they still look good. Probably some sort of consolidation pattern on all of them. XEU to gold ratio, another one that's got a consolidation pattern. It looks fine. Could be a double bottom here. A little bit of resistance right where we're at. So again, I do nothing. We're coming from a low, very undervalued spot. We could go way higher here for gold and silver mining companies in relationship to gold. Long runway. I would look for opportunities, buy them, and just sit. Crude oil up a little bit today, up 0.24%. We're looking for a potential move on up. That's what I'm looking for. If we get a reversal candlestick, then we're looking for a move down. But we're at support. We'll see if it holds, and we'll see if we can get any momentum generated to the upside. TTF gas, we are down 0.55%, still underneath resistance. So this very well could sell off further. We've got natural gas at support and this long-term support. And we'll see if demand continues to go on up. It'll drive prices on up and it will look good. We've got lots of demand coming from power burn, electricity power burn, and ACs will be running this summer. So we'll see what that looks like going on. We're at about $4 MMBTU. Our boy XOP, yeah, you know me, we're up against some resistance. The resistance is this trend line here, and we're just underneath it. So we're trying to break through that resistance. We're not through it yet, and we'll see if this momentum can continue through that resistance. OIH also at resistance. This guy going across doesn't look the best since we have basically been falling lower, and we're underneath resistance. This very well could roll over, and we could see further downside if a slowdown in the market does come, potential recession, that yield curve uninverts. It does look like it very well could. So there is that in the background. Newcastle coal futures moving sideways. It's holding on. It looks like it's trying to do a little bottom here, and we could trade sideways for a while. Very well could. We've got Sprott Uranium Trust down 2%. It's a small little red candlestick. The momentum is still to the upside, still looks good in that bigger flag pattern. We've got uranium futures pricing that's up a little bit, looking good, looking like it's trying to put in a bottom. We'll see if that can happen here. URA down 1.5%. Small down day. It's not a reversal candlestick. Still uptrend. Same with URANIUM and same with URANJ. It looks good to continue higher with time. Copper down slightly, just small little candlesticks. Momentum still to the upside, looks good. We've got COPX down 1.88. It's okay. It's just selling off a little bit more than the metal itself. No reversal candlestick or anything like that. We've got iron ore up 0.18, and this looks good to work its way on up. Uh, the market determines the timing of it. I don't, but I think we're going higher. We're probably going to see a big move higher in iron ore. Aluminum down 1.2%, still at that resistance line. Haven't broken through and cleared it yet. We've got nickel down slightly, but the momentum is still to the upside. That looks good. We've got Mu down slightly underneath resistance. It's going to try to break through this resistance. Then you look at the lows. Yeah, they're coming. It's coming. So we'll see if we can bust through it at some point. Emerging markets down slightly. That stronger dollar is having an impact on it. Carry down slightly. This could be a bearish formation. We've got TAN down 1.4%. Again, this could be a bearish formation here where we start to break lower. Lithium down 1.46%. We're still sitting on top of all of this support though. So if we were to look at it, we've got the big buying pressure candlestick kind of breakout there. We've consolidated in a flag pattern, broke out, retest, and this could easily head higher above all this support that's underneath us. I think lithium looks good. We've got REMX down 1.2% today, looking like we've got a little pullback going on here. But again, we're still above all this support, and the pullback is not that big. So here's your support, resistance. We've got kind of like a double bottom going on here, and eventually I think we'll break above that eventually. Baltic Dry Index moving sideways at resistance. We've got XHB down 1.4%. I don't know if we've broken out here. We kind of got rejected here, and we could still go lower. I think this highly depends on what the 10-year yield does. The 10-year yield has a high correlation to mortgage rates. Russell 2000 down 0.5, and again, this is still tons of momentum downside. We're underneath resistance. We very well could sell off here. Usually you see kind of a weaker bounce underneath resistance that rolls over. SPX up a little bit, but again, momentum's down. Rising wedge. We'll see if it can hold. A lot of the times what this does, it continues lower. NASDAQ has the same pattern, but we do have a bullish engulfing. That's generally a move higher. So we have a consolidation here, this guy. We've entered it from the top side down, and then we have a bullish formation to say that we're going to go higher here. So we'll see what the follow through looks like. Sometimes when you get conflicted like that, where you get downside momentum with a bullish formation, sometimes it doesn't work out for you. It kind of breaks out and then rolls over. SMCI up 8%. It's trying to make a move here. We've got NVIDIA down 0.7%. And again, this looks pretty toppy to me. I wouldn't be. There's nothing here that I would buy because these are all overvalued companies. So I'm not going to sit there and try to play this with distribution candlesticks all in your face here. We've got Bitcoin down 0.75%. Again, is this a upward facing flag pattern because momentum's coming down? Very well could be. So what I do is if something's overvalued, then I just don't play it. I don't worry about it. I'll let it do what it's going to do. And if here's Ethereum down a little bit, it's holding on though. This doesn't look horrible. But again, I mean, these red candlesticks through here, they're all big. You see them? All these big red candles all through there. They're all over the place. That's not accumulation, guys. That's distribution. That's selling. So we're down here. Now, could it turn? It could very well turn. But again, it's a lot of momentum, a lot of distribution candlesticks. MicroStrategy, we are up 0.64%. And we're still within this pattern here. So it looks good. This looks like a bullish formation. Maybe Bitcoin's got more juice left in its tank. I don't know. And then the VIX down 2.6%. We got resistance there. And it's being controlled at the moment. But that's what I've got for today, guys. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website. Specials, the coupon code. Keep in mind, I am a long-term investor. I don't play the short-term stuff. Even though I do these daily technical analysis updates, I do not play the short term. So most of my picks are things that are down, that are undervalued. They are commodity related because that's where the value is. And then I'm looking to hold for the 2020s, maybe even the early 2030s. for that bull market that I think is that we're in and is coming. That's just to give you a little bit of um, kind of my vision on how I invest and how I look at things. But that's all I've got for today, guys. We've got a Sunday question and answer session coming up at 5 p.m. Mountain Time on Sunday. So I'll see you there. We're going to cover some things with conference calls. There's probably 5, maybe 6 companies. Some other things I might cover. I might get into. I've been playing with artificial intelligence, Grok on Twitter, and I definitely chose the right companies. I do have some upside targets, potential, given higher oil prices and how leveraged these companies can be. But that can also bite you on the downside too. Lower oil prices also will give you greater volatility on the companies that are higher cost producers. But there's some huge upside to some of these companies that maybe I can share with everyone if you guys want to know kind of just how much upside. Some of them are ridiculous. If you start plugging in higher oil prices, like if we do go and replicate a spike like we did in 2008, and let's say we inflation adjust it, and let's say we get to like $300 a barrel, yeah, the returns are going to be massive. And I can share those potential returns and cash flow multiple expansions with everyone that AI is projecting. And usually in previous Q&A calls, I just say it's going to be massive. I don't want to give you an exact, but these give you more of an exact amount. They're fun to play with. I wouldn't take them 100% serious, but I would take them with, some. I would take it with some consideration for future potential price points and the asymmetry that the investment could potentially offer. But we'll leave it there. We'll talk about that Sunday at 5 p.m. And those are all recorded and they get uploaded to the website, and you guys can view them later if you'd like. But that's what I've got for today. So we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.